for that game as well. So we'll see you very shortly. Bye.
So there you have it. The teams, Bangladesh take on Australia. Bangladesh have won the toss and elected to bat. Saif Hassan, the captain, Afif, who's had a decent outing as well. Australia, there you have it. The first delivery coming up. Starts off looking to play an on drive and a pretty handsome one. Gets 4.
Yeah, lovely start to the innings that. Just a nice straight drive, kept his technique. And Nair, who was the best bowler for Australia in the last game, concedes 4 in his first delivery.
Looking to smoke sweep, no connect.
So he's got variation like Narayan, doesn't he? He can bowl the off spinner, the traditional off spinner, but then has a bit of a knuckleball like Narayan that can go the other way, and he bamboozles the batsman with it.
He got plenty of variations there once again. It's like he's running his fingers over the ball, getting a little bit movement off the pitch. Some revs on the ball, that's what you want. Change of pace, different variations. Don't get predictable in this format of the game.
Ashwin has that delivery too, doesn't he?
Yeah. Short and looking to muscle his way away, but pretty high on the bat. But looks to convert that 1 into 2. Good bit of running by these young Bangladesh batsmen. Pretty quiet start for the Bangladesh side. 4 deliveries, just the 6 on board. Just 1 boundary so far.
Oh.
Once again, looking to hike it over deep mid-wicket, but the top edge coming in favour of Saif, picking up another boundary.
How has it ended up there? I think I can only imagine it's because of the AstroTurf and there's so much bounce. That ball's managed to fly over the keeper.
Looks to move away on the onside. Effective. Not the prettiest shot in the world, but effective. Gets another boundary. Decent start. 14 on the board. It's been a fantastic day out here, Chris. Take a look at that. Some of the Indian fans enjoying this carnival here. Hong Kong 60s 2017. This is what it's all about. Out in the sun, having a bit of a dance. I'm sure they're enjoying the batsmen. Not too sure if they're fans of the bowlers being carted away for 6s, I'll tell you that.
Not quite Justin Timberlake there, is it? We'll have to get out there and show him how to do it. What do you reckon, Nikhil?
Not me, Chris. I guess you. We've got to get Chris out on the spectators' park and get him dancing. It's a clever bit of cricket, using the pace. On his second hard, picks up another couple to his name. Bangladesh tally going pretty well. Bangladesh side, this is the 3rd game, and Chris, they have this trend. They start slowly, and come the 3rd over, that's when they look to gain momentum.
Yeah, and interesting Australia here having Nathan Reardon, who you wouldn't say was one of their better bowlers, bowling the 2nd over.
That's a pretty decent delivery. Yeah, it's not bad. As long as you don't concede a boundary or a 6, anything will do.
Well, they've changed it. to be fair to Australia, they're changing their tactics up after they lost their first game, so they're trying to adapt quickly.
Like we said, if Reardon is not a frontline bowler, it gets pretty hard to get the length accurate every single time. He's looking to cart this away. Too long off, but not enough legs in that particular shot. Not enough muscle. That's the first wicket down for the Bangladesh batsman. Saif on his way back to the dugout. Take a look at that. 14 of 7. It was in the zone, but unable to time it.
Well, when that ball went in the air and I saw John Hastings underneath it, I immediately put my house on it. He's got a huge pair of hands, but he almost got under it. I think he actually surprised himself. Really be happy with that. A part-time bowler, any wicket you get's a bonus, isn't it?
You betcha. They'll keep talking about that wicket that they've got. Once again, looking at the Yorker in, but this is much better piece of batting, better timing, better placement. Much needed boundary for the Bangladesh side. The fans enjoying every bit of this Hong Kong Sixes 2017.
I think too that the stand out on the side of the ground.
That is it. That is out of here. Say goodbye. Up and over the trees. That's the first 6 of this innings from the Bangladesh side. Take a look at that. Virgin Atlantic maximum. The tally goes to 154.
Well, that's how you play the part-timer, isn't it? You just run down, hit him back over his head.
It's a big hit.
Probably worth 12, that, isn't it?
Yeah. But you only get 12 if you hit the Hoopla Big Bang sign, Chris. That's another good, smart piece of cricket. Dancing down, just looking to flick it away for 4. That's a better over for the Bangladesh side. 16.
I think Australia would be pretty happy for a 16 coming from Nathan Reardon's over.
Take a look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? The Kowloon Cricket Club. Absolutely fantastic weather, surrounded by trees, the skyscraper. You have the 3rd floor with the tennis courts. Take a look at that. And in the middle of the skyscrapers, you have the fantastic cricket facilities, the Kowloon Cricket Club. Outside edge. And nearly went for 6, did it? Careful, boys. We've got a fellow commentator there, Catherine. Take a look at this. Where did that end up? Did that go all the way for 6? There it is, yes!
Oh! Tackled the... I don't know about that.
That's good to see.
Well, Kowloon Cricket Club coach Charlie Burke was in that one. He was looking the other way as well. So Gregory targeting that leg side. Oh, great piece of work there by Seb Gotch. Oh, it's a fantastic piece of fielding because he was so close to the rope. All he could do was tap it back into play.
Take a look at that. That is effort at its best. Great bit of fielding. Full marks for the effort as well. And getting the ball back into play very, very quickly so that they don't steal another single. Wide!
Oh, no.
Wide and 4, so that's 6. Keep that scoreboard ticking.
We got him, didn't we? He did an unbelievable piece of work the previous ball and then just let that one go through between the legs.
It's Chris Yu, your commentator's Gus. Once again, looking to get it full, but good use of the wrist there, flicking away to fine leg. Another boundary to his name. 50. That boundary brings up 50 for the Bangladesh side.
Not ideal bowling here because he's trying to bowl straight. He's trying to keep it tight to the batsman, but almost going too far the leg. And of course, he has no fine leg, so any ball that goes down there is automatically going to be a boundary.
Ooh, looking for the big one there. Not keeping his eye on the ball, missing it completely. Rare dot ball. Oh, that's good cricket. That is absolutely fantastic cricket. Being smart about it, using the pace of the bowler, not trying to just bludgeon everything away, but getting the important boundary in.
Yeah, and a good over. 23 off Gregory's over. And Bangladesh now 54 for 1.
Good over. Rest of 23. This is the time where Bangladesh normally looks to gain momentum, get in some big overs. They need to get about 95, 96. They're a decent side when it comes to bowling.
Look at that. Couple of Australian fans. Oh, he's got a Steve Smith shirt on that too. We know who his favourite player is, but look at that stand now in the shade. That's the place to be, isn't it?
That's it. Up and over and into the stands. That's another big 6. 156, and I bet you we're going to go past 200. The Virgin Atlantic 6 meter keeping count. It's a good start to the 4th over. First ball going for 6. Oh, there. Look at the bounce there. That's the Ashes turf.
Well, I think that's why Pakistan have been so good, isn't it? Because they've run in and actually hit the wicket on this AstroTurf and got more bounce than predicted. But when you try and do these slower balls and off-pace deliveries, the batsmen seem to be holding them, particularly these small square boundaries. Oh. Is that a drop catch there, Nikhil?
Well, don't be too harsh on the bowler. He's probably trying to save himself the way the batsmen have been playing all day long. Take a look at this. Just the toe end of the bat.
No, he was...
Great effort.
On the half volley.
Yeah,
probably saved a few runs too, didn't he?
Got a hand to it. Saved a couple of runs for his side.
Oh.
Not where he intended it to be, but nevertheless gets a boundary.
Wow. There's not much forgiveness here for the bowlers, is it?
Not at all. Take a look at this. Full ball and looking to carve it towards extra cover. Gets an outside edge. And 4 runs in the 3rd man region.
Oof. And that's just muscled through mid-wicket. It's a strong shot, that. 1 bounce, 4. This looks like another good over here for Bangladesh. So Hossain retiring here. 34 off 11. That's a brilliant innings. Look at that strike rate, 309.
Guys, he got 34 and 7 and 8 deliveries. Oleg Islam, the left-hand batsman, walking in, looking to get a momentum, get closer to that 3-figure mark for his team. Bangladesh can go out there and defend. Looking for the Yorker, not quite there, and up and over the man standing at deep mid-wicket. Another 6 for Bangladesh.
157 sixes now for this tournament, and consecutive overs over 20 here for Bangladesh.
There you have it. The most important people, you'd say, the kingmakers or the tournament makers, hard-working behind the scenes, security, the tournament officials, making sure everything goes right. And for all the fans, the cricketers, the competitive teams that come, they come out and enjoy themselves and enjoy every single moment of the Hong Kong Sixes and enjoy this beautiful city.
And what a day it's been. I was lucky enough to walk down into the sponsors' tent earlier.
Full ball, but not been able to time and place just the one.
And the people were having a great time down there, sitting back, enjoying the hospitality, but enjoying this experience. And it's so great to have it back. That's Kim Hughes, ex-Test, Australian captain, Claggy Kim Hughes.
Oh, that's a good strike. Straight past the bowler. That's what you need. A couple more of those, and Bangladesh well away, getting closer to that 3-figure mark. Take a look at that. That is time. That's a good cricket shot. That's what you want to see. looking to play towards cover, but not been able to time because of the change of pace. Hastings mixing up his deliveries. There you have it. People enjoying in that hospitality tent that you were talking about, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now
You
I know
need
why
some
you just keep running away to the hospitality tent in between your commentary stints. That's a better looking shot. One bounce into the fence, sweeper cover.
Well,
Most to 85.
Nikhil, it's why we're all here, isn't it? To enjoy this experience. What a unique experience too, isn't it?
I'll tell you, it is a fantastic experience just being out here. It was incredible when you got the opportunity to go out there and play, showcase your talent. Top edge. Does the wicket keeper come into play? Yes, he does. Saves a couple of runs for a side. Just the two.
It's a pretty decent over here by John Hastings. The last ball coming up. Australia probably relatively happy here, aren't they? I think we kind of worked out that the 100 was really the total the team batting first should be aiming for.
Yep, they'll be pretty happy keeping them down to 87 or possibly 93 until unless an extra delivery is bowled. No, but that's a good delivery. Looking for the second. Takes on the fielder, but in vain. Not out.
A double play.
Yeah, I guess they had to go for it. It was the last delivery. Bangladesh make it to 88. I guess Australia will be pretty happy with that effort in terms of bowling. And take a look at that effort. Great bit of fielding there. Throw right on top of the stumps. That's what you want,
Isn't it? Well, they've given themselves a chance, Bangladesh. You've got to remember that it is actually the under-19 players that they've brought along here. So probably not a lot of experience in this tournament, I would have thought. But and they're going up against the Australians. But we look at this Bangladesh batting lineup, led by Hussain at the top there, 34 off 11. That was a fantastic innings. But a couple of very good contributions there from the two Islams, 22 and 11 respectively.
And they got to 88 because of a good bowling performance by Australia. Take a look at Nair, 14 off that over. Then Hastings towards the end also just conceding 13. So, it's been a pretty decent outing. And there you have it. Stands getting up, filled up pretty quickly. Next game coming up for you guys. It's the MCC versus Pakistan. And the all-important toss. The two skippers with Gautam Bhimani.
Yes, indeed. I do have SP and ST with me, Samit Patel and Sohail Tanveer. Sohail Tanveer has the coin. Give it a flip.
For any Android.
Heads was the call, and it's a tail. So, Sohail Tanveer, you won the toss. What's it going to be?
We're going to bowl first.
You're going to bowl first. Again, it's been a different approach each time. What has been the learning going forward?
Well, we chase it down easily. I think we have good side who can all the teammates they can bat, they can bowl. I mean, the idea is because they have strong batting lineup, so we'll try to chase it down against their bowling.
That's what we saw in the last match. You had a decent total to chase, but you made it look easy.
Yeah, because if you remember, I said that they have weaker bowling, they have stronger batting. Same goes to them. I think I feel they have strong batting lineup, but we can chase it down any total against them. So we'll try to restrict them as we did against South Africa.
All the best for that. Samit Patel. Samit, you happy to be batting first?
Yeah, well, actually we don't mind batting first. As I said, it's total opposite. They've got a good bowling attack. So hopefully we get some runs on the board and we can restrict them.
Yeah, your batsmen have been firing yourself. You've looked in good form. Ricky Clark's been hitting it into the neighbourhood. So it's looking good, coming together well.
Yeah, Ricky's going to go up top, so he's going to open the batting. Jordan Clark misses out and Ryan Higgins comes in. So yeah, should be good.
And what's the total that you're going to look to set them?
I don't know, if you get a total around 100, you just never know, and someone comes and has a good over, it kind of wins you the game.
Thanks, all the best, Samit.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news from the toss here between Samit Patel and Sohail Tanveer. It's the Pakistanis who have won. They've got a change of strategy. They've decided to bowl first.
There you have it. That's the big game. The MCC take on Pakistan. Were fantastic bowling unit, haven't they? The Pakistan side.
Well, it's a must-win game for the MCC, and who do they come up against? Pakistan, who, from what we've seen so far, are probably the favourites for the competition. So it's going to be a tough challenge there for the MCC, and they are going to have to bat well.
Yep, that's coming up. But this is how Bangladesh got to 88. Started off pretty quietly. They've got a little reputation that they'd like to pick up the pace in the middle overs. A couple of big shots being attempted there, but in vain. Lost wickets at regular intervals, and they never got the momentum apart from a couple of lusty blows being put in there.
Yeah, they had a couple of good overs, but just couldn't get that one huge over that would have made the difference. But Australia, as we said, they'd be pretty happy. We saw some good hitting from a couple of their players in their last game, so if they can have a good start too, I think they'll feel pretty comfortable that they can win this game.
Hussain was the star with the bat for Bangladesh, clearly, when he retired, getting past 30. But you're absolutely right, Chris. I think Australia, that sums it up, that run out, have been absolutely on top of their game right through in terms of the bowling department as well as the fielding. There you have it, Australia needing 89, the 5 overs at close to 18 and over, which should be easy for them until unless somebody has an out-and-out fantastic day with the ball for the Bangladesh young team.
Well, I enjoyed Bangladesh's win early. Did you see some of their dancing when they got a few wickets? So let's hope they take a few wickets on and see a bit more of that.
It's good to see some of the young kids come out and enjoy every bit of success that comes their way. It's about letting your emotions as well. There you go, first delivery, goodbye. That is up and out of here over the hospitality tents.
It really isn't fair here. I think John Hastings is actually too big to be playing on this ground.
Waiting for another ball. Yes, he's got it. The next delivery coming up, and once again in the slot and over the Hublot big screen. Hastings, you're going to maximize. You've got to go for the Hublot target, not the big screen. Looking for 3 in a row, but couldn't get the elevation that he's looking for. Just the one. Sloppy.
It was brilliant fielding out in the deep there, and then the throw was erratic and should have been taken by the bowler, but unfortunately he couldn't stop it and they got an overthrow.
There you go, that's the second one over the Hublot big screen.
Tell you what, if he gets hit for 6, he's only got himself to blame. Oh,
mixing it up, that's better. That's better. Don't give it in the slot. Hastings a big fella. If he gets a hold of it, it's gone. You're only going to be getting it out of the park and looking to fetch it back. That's easy pickings. That's easy pickings. Flat batted it away for 6. Easy pickings, waist high, slow. Not on this format. There you go. Virgin maximum. 6 number 160.
I think we know what John Hastings' intent is here, isn't it? He's not going to die wondering.
Dancing down the track, the inside edge. Still manages to get a boundary. Good start for Australia. 24 in that very first over, looking to chase down 89.
Well, he's just swinging so hard, isn't he? If he gets any bit of bat on it, you know it's going to at least reach the boundary, but then if he gets it close to the middle, well, it's going over.
Hastings very quickly has moved on to 24 of just the 6 deliveries that he's faced. Reardon still to face a delivery.
You see a lot of players who hold the bat at the top of the handle, as we see that wide angle of this beautiful oval, Kowloon Cricket Club. What a fantastic place to be.
It's good to see how they've placed the stands by this time in the afternoon. The trees take cover and you've got enough shades for the spectators. Flick of the wrist and away she goes past the boundary towards fine leg.
As I was saying, you see a lot of batsmen hold the bat at the top of the handle, but Reardon, if you have a look here, he's really got his bottom hand low so he can whip the ball. I think that's what he wants, to get that bottom hand through. You can see him almost choking it.
Generate some bat speed. You're hitting power zone. Give the ball to Yorker. Straight to the bat. Whoa, what was that?
I think that's spun, hasn't it? And you know, don't you? It spins on the second bounce. So, as they say, trap for young players there. And one of these young Bangladeshi fielders has been duped.
I promise you, great experience. He's never going to miss that again. He'll wait for the second bounce and then go the other way.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good delivery. A little bit of shape away from Reardon there. That's a better delivery.
It is. I've seen him bowl in other ways. I like the look of him. He gets up and he swings it, doesn't he? Any left-hander, you can swing the ball back into the righty, away from the left-hand batsman. You've got a chance.
Onik certainly does have a lot of potential. It's a good Yorker. Mixes up nicely. It's just that consistency, and this is a new format for them as well.
Yeah, well, we haven't had this competition for a number of years, and with Bangladesh bringing such a young side, I doubt anyone would have played this format before.
Rearranging of the field only because the big fella Hastings on strike. Oh, that's a good delivery. That's the swing that you were talking about, bringing it back into the right-hander.
Yeah, I think he's trying to accentuate that swing. That's why he's come round the wicket to the right-hander. You would think normally he would stay over his wicket, try and straighten it down the line and hit the stumps, but almost exaggerates that swing, doesn't it, when you come around the wicket? Makes it a little bit harder to hit.
Up and over into the trees. That's been muscle up. That's some good hitting there by the Australian team.
Just so unforgiving, isn't it? He bowled 5 balls for 9 runs, and you thought he's done a really good job here. If he can just get a dot ball or something small in this last ball, he's winning. But he bowled just slightly wrong length, and Reardon put him. How far back's that? That's 6 on most grounds, isn't it?
Yeah, they're well carried in most parts of the world. There you have it. So the ball boys enjoying their day out, watching the Hong Kong sixes. Hastings looking to go towards cow corner. Just the one.
Oh, there we go. Look at that Australian flag. He seems to be giving it back now, doesn't he? Not sure he's a true Australian fan now.
Dances down the track, up and over. That's out of here. Also into the trees. Like Ryan would be saying, it's into the Cox Road. It's because of the bounce.
Yeah,
You know, any
see
decent
how Reardon can just go with it. I just think it's because how he holds the bat. Oh, he's not happy with that, is he? Thought he just snuck it inside the outside line. You have to be inside, not over it.
There you have it. Some young Australian fans blowing a kiss, enjoying the success of their Australian team. Oh, looking to go for a big one. Didn't time it.
I actually think they were young Hong Kong fans. There it is.
Yeah.
Hong Kong Sixers. Yeah, I actually did a little speech to the juniors here the other day, and both those boys were there. A couple of young Hong Kong cricketers, up and coming cricketers. There's great passion for the game here.
Great facility here in the Kowloon Cricket Club. They're looking to promote the juniors, get them out of the cricket field, get them introduced to the sport early on and then see how and where the passion takes them. There you go. They'll jump down the track, but unable to pierce that field on the onside. Got the lone man there. Oh, there you are. South African fan as well.
Is it?
Oh, is it Australian?
No, that's Australian.
There you go.
Oh, gee. Hastings, that's a massive hit as well. And that's it for him. Retired there. Hastings 32 off 10. And once again, he's done a fantastic job at the top.
Incredible. Take a look at that par. Holding on. The bat speed through the shot has been incredible. There you are. The young Seth saying, well, I tried to bowl the Yorker, but gave a half volley. Well, at the Hong Kong Sixes, the most important rules for you guys. Of course, each game you have 5 6-ball overs, but remember, in the final you have 5 8-ball overs. And the most important for the bowlers, a no ball and a wide shall concede 2 extras. And if you bowl a no ball, you don't get a free hit. And the batsman must retire on the other side of 30. So if you're on 30, you get to get another hit. Whether you get a single, 4 or 6, you got to retire after that. Oh, starts off with the wide. That's not the line that you're going to be bowling. Wide, looking to York, that inside edge. Reardon not been able to get that away to the boundary. And let's have a look at the rules and regulations once again. Look at number 8, 6 bonus runs if the batsman hits the big Hublot Big Bang target. So if you get to 30, you get that target, you get 12. So that's what you got to be targeting to maximize to get to 42. Big heavy and a miss. Gotch has come up, looking all guns blazing.
Yeah, they need to go, don't they? 26 off 11 balls now. And there's that Hublot Big Bang sign. Just tucked in behind the netting there, but if you can hit it, could be a match-winning hit.
It'd be incredible. Just a 1 to sweep a cover.
Almost could have left that delivery as well, and it would have been a wide, but he actually hit it right out of the middle of the bat, but he hit it straight at the fielder.
A good little start for Australia. Cruising along. 25 of 10 needed to win this game. Get those 2 important points in the kitty. That's a good delivery. Right on the money.
Right. They'd probably be happy here to defend 18 off the last over. What do you reckon?
But in this format, Chris, you know, one bad delivery, momentum goes, the confidence of the bowler goes, and that can hurt you. Take a look at that. Flat batted for 6. Great cricket shot there.
Well, if those who know Seb Gotch know that he's a clean little hitter. He's only diminutive in stature, but he packs a punch, and as you saw there, that was a clean hit.
That's a better delivery. After this tournament, I'm sure some of these young fast bowlers for Bangladesh would be able to get the Yorkers right.
Yeah. You got to learn quickly here, don't you? But I think this ball is going to be crucial here.
That's 4. That's 4. That's beautifully timed and placed. The face says it. Oh, lots of big game coming up. You've got some Pakistani fans in there as well. Pakistan take on MCC. The tournament favourites, the way they've started Pakistan, their campaign in the 2017 Hong Kong Sixes, and they take on the MCC. Good bit of bowling from the Pakistan side. MCC will have to bat really, really well.
Yeah, I think MCC have been a little bit disappointing so far, so they need to win this last game, and of course probably the last side they want to face is Pakistan, so they're up against it. But they've got some very good cricketers, so you can't discount them at all.
Getting some strategy against the Pakistani bowling and try and get to about 90-95. That'll put some pressure on the Pakistan side. But in the meanwhile, Australia 14 runs away from getting 2 points onto that points table. I'll tell you what, that was in the slot to be square cut before.
Wasn't it? And there was no one behind. He'd be furious with himself there, and he's put a bit of pressure here on Gotch. And still we're back Australia because you hit 1-6 and you're not far off.
Swing and a miss. He was targeting the swimming pool once again, wasn't he? Everybody wants to try and hit a 6, but hit a huge, massive 6. But unfortunately, not this time around.
Oh,
how good is that? Isn't that smart piece of wicket keeping there? Take a look at that. Gotch goes down the track, misses it, and the keeper catches the ball, runs, doesn't throw the ball, and takes the wales off.
well, you could see Reardon at the other end. He wants to get on strike. He's frustrated that Gotch has missed 2 deliveries, and that's a good decision by the umpire. You can see he was a few inches short. I'd be interested to see what happens if Australia do need roughly 8 or 10 off the last over, and they have to go for the Hublot Big Bang sign.
So they still need 12 of 3. A little bit of pressure mounting. They need a boundary here. Oh, swing and a miss again. Now this has become very, very interesting. We were talking about rules. Take a look at that sign. That's what you've got to be targeting. 12 of 1 delivery, Chris. If you can, hit that big sign. The Hublot Big Bang sign. Take a look. It's been a fantastic over.
Yeah, the interesting thing is he's bowled, it looks like he's bowled off spin, but they're going straight, and the Australian batsmen have missed it 3 times playing for the off spin.
Swing and a miss again.
Oh, they've already celebrated. Well, let's see how switched on Gregory is here, because he actually has to hit the side.
He has to hit the sign to tie the game, and then the side that's lost least number of wickets wins. So if you don't get the sign, I guess Australia, from winning the game till the 4th over was bowled, have lost this one.
No, he hasn't either.
6 off the last delivery, but Bangladesh have won a fantastic game. Till the 4th over, I guess Australia was cruising.
Look at these celebrations.
Look at the last over, and look at that celebration. That's what you were talking about, Chris. The young kids enjoying their success, and rightfully so.
Well, you probably wouldn't have given much chance against some of the big names in Australian cricket. And then to come out, these under-19 Bangladeshi players and play such a good game, under pressure as well. They were under pressure. That last over was unbelievable.
7, and the last ball went for 6. Otherwise, he conceded 5 out of 5 balls, just 1 run. And that's what brought them back, and the most important 2 points. There you go. Take a look at that song and dance. Absolutely fantastic. They're enjoying every little bit of success at the Kowloon Cricket Club. Look at that.
What are they doing there?
I wonder if they practice that.
I don't know. But look at the smiles on their face as well. It's great to see.
That's been incredible for Bangladesh, the young under-19 team. There you have it. Australia batting card. John Hastings, 32, not out. He would be thinking, how could I lose that game the way they started? And Reardon, 26 of 11, and then just as soon as the 5th over was bowled, they just lost their way.
Well, you wouldn't have expected that from Australia. 2 games, 2 losses. But, you know, they got off to a flying start, thanks from John Hastings. But that last over from Hussain, to go for 7 runs and actually concede a 6 off that last ball, it is just amazing. He beat the bat 3 times, and that was the match-winning over.
The young Bangladesh team enjoying themselves in the Hong Kong 2017 Sixes. Take a look at that. A little bit of practice, I guess. They're pretty well coordinated, I'll tell you that.
I'd love to see them win the tournament. Imagine what they'd be doing then.
And we've got Catherine down with one of the Australian players. Whoa, sorry, one of the young Bangladeshi players. I hope Kathy can get them to dance during the interview.
Yes, here with Afif. What an incredible last over. Talk us through it.
There was so much pressure in the last over, 15 runs needed only, and I just planned my ball to just plan, and I became successful.
We can see your teammates hugging, they're smiling, they're even pulling out a few dance moves. Explain this team, because you're all under 19s, you're all very close. Explain your approach to this tournament.
We've always tried to become close to everyone, and that's our energy. That's why we become winner.
There's a lot of experience in this Australia side that you were up against. Was that a bit intimidating at times?
Well, we were so positive. That's why we maintained that, and we became successful.
Well, congratulations and good luck tomorrow rather.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
8 o'clock in the morning.